Ready? Welcome to this is the second annual Carbon Removal Day. So happy Carbon Removal Day to you. Carbon Removal Day is one of our efforts towards unleashing 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide removal by 2030. So the agenda for the day is I've got a letter to share from Jack Sullivan, who's the creator of Carbon Removal Day. Then we've got many of you, AirMiners members, queued up to share your accomplishments, share what's next. And then we have a performance by rapper Baba Brinkman. So as you know, Jack Sullivan created Carbon Removal Day last year, and he's not able to make the session today, but he did send a letter. I'm going to read it, and it's about 2 minutes long. Here we go. So this is from Jack. What is Carbon Removal Day? Carbon Removal Day is about changing an outdated narrative that a global effort to reduce humanity's emissions needs to be our highest and first priority. That's no longer true. The science tells us because humanity has waited so long to act, carbon removal is now a required part of any serious solution to climate change. After 30 years of insufficient action, we must now rapidly and dramatically scale humanity's capability to remove billions of tons of carbon from our atmosphere. Our highest priority moving forward must include both reducing and removing carbon emissions. For those who think it's impossible to grow an industry from 1.3 million tons in 2024 to billions of tons within a generation, I simply say humanity has done it before, so we'll do it again. For the PC industry, it grew from 10,000 new units in 1975 to 125 million new units in 2004, a span of 30 years. This represents an increase of 12,500 times. For semiconductors and cell phones, the growth rate was even greater. If the carbon removal industry can grow roughly 14,000 times, slightly faster than the PC industry, and on par with semiconductor and cell phone growth, then we can achieve our objective. The point? It's not only doable, it's been done before. Humanity has this capability despite what naysayers suggest. If the world focuses on old, slow growing businesses and industries, we'll fail. But if we focus on new capabilities, new processes, new technologies, the kinds of things people are working on at AirMiners, then we do indeed have the potential for rapid growth and humanity can indeed succeed. So thank you, Jack, for that. That is what Carbon Removal Day is all about. From the creator of Carbon Removal Day. So now I want to turn it over to all of you. This is your day. Carbon removal is your day to share your accomplishments and declare what's next. We have an incredible lineup of people. These are people that signed up on the registration form that said, yes, they want to share with the AirMiners community. I'm going to ask those folks to start raising your virtual hand. That's in Zoom. There's the react button and you can put your hand up like that. And we'll get people lined up. And if you didn't sign up beforehand, totally fine. If you want to say something, that's great. Just get your virtual hand raised, and we'll go in the order of people as they get their hands up. So here's I'll go through the instructions, and then we'll actually have our first people come up and get started. So here's the instructions. So each person will get 90 seconds to share. After that, I'll jump in and we'll move on to the next person. And so that we all can celebrate with you, and it's a really clear message, I want to use this format. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's basically, my name is blank, my company is blank, what I want to celebrate that I accomplished in the last 6 months is blank. In the next 6 months, I intend to blank. The AirMiners community can contribute to that by blank. So here's mine. My name is Tito. My company is AirMiners. What I want to celebrate that I accomplished in the last 6 months is launching our AirMiners Buyers Club with 6 initial members to grow demand for carbon removal. These are people they're corporate sustainability leaders, and they're really going the extra mile to make sure that they find good carbon removal credits. They get their internal stakeholders on board. And we already have a first purchase in the works. We're also reviewing more than 160 applications to make more purchases. And in the next 6 months, I intend to grow the Buyers Club to 20 buyers and have them purchase $10 million of carbon removal credits in 2026. The AirMiners community can contribute to that by sending me people that you find that are thinking about carbon removal, that are excited about carbon removal credits. Maybe they don't have a budget. Maybe their boss is like, I don't know if we want to do this, but just send them my way. That's what Buyers Club is all about. We've got some people have budgets, some people are working with their internal stakeholders to get it all worked out, and that's how we grow demand for carbon removal. So with that, let's see. I don't see anybody's hands up yet, but as soon as we get somebody raises their virtual hand, there we go. Hamed, Catherine's up after that. Great, awesome. So with that, Hamed, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Hamed Haidari, CEO and co-founder of C++. We convert industrial CO2 emissions, especially from fermentation, into carbon negative propane using water and renewable electricity. Our propane can be used as a clean fuel or turned into polymer for permanent carbon storage, making it both valuable and verifiable for carbon market. What I'm proud to celebrate from the last 6 months is reaching TR4 with 90% selectivity and over 50% energy efficiency, supported by 5.6 million in ARPA funding. We also built early partnership with Brown Forman, Johnson Matthey, and others. Our life cycle assessment shows that each ton of CO2, each ton of C+ propane removes 2.5 tons of CO2, achieving a life cycle carbon intensity of minus 49 grams CO2 equivalent per megajoule, 5 to 10 times cleaner than fossil LPG and even better than biopropane. In the next 6 months, our top priority is to raise our seed round to build a 20 kilowatt build pilot, validate our LCA and MRV, and launch customer and credit discussions. The AirMiner community can help by connecting us with aligned investors, MRV advisors, and carbon credit buyers. If we can scale, 275 of our 5 megawatt module units will remove 1 million tons of carbon per year. And that's how we help humanity get to 1 gigaton.
Awesome. Thank you, Hamed. I love it. TRL4, you've got more things in the works. It's so funny. I'm going back to like 2020 when we had our first AirMiners conference, and everything that you said would have just been like, I can't, and like, it's just incredible that we live in a world where there are people going out and building and making progress, getting ARPA-E funding. Like, holy camoli. Awesome. Thank you, Hamed. Next up, we've got Catherine. Hey, Catherine.
Hello, I'm calling in from the UK. I'm in the south of England, between London, in the national park between London and the south coast. 2 years ago, I did the AirMiners program and thought biochar sounded a really cool thing. And then 6 months ago, I looked at the feasibility of starting biochar production here in my neck of the woods, in a national park. And after looking the feasibility of that, I have funds now to run a pilot that I'm hoping will come on stream in the next 3 months. So in the next 6 months, I hope to have made, I don't know, 100 tons of biochar. Yeah, be developing how to scale and grow in this area, find new markets for biochar. And the heat, there's a really nifty bit of heat capture that goes on with the kit that I'm investing in. So how to use that. And link into the carbon credit market. And none of this would have been possible without having done the AirMiners program 2 years ago, let alone all the wonderful people I've met along the way. So in the community going forwards, yeah, anybody in the UK who has got any contacts with people who are looking at carbon insetting, it would be really useful to have a conversation about that because biochar fits into that space beautifully.
Awesome. I see Zach's got his hand up already. I know Valentine's over in that in the UK too. Oh, that is so amazing. You went through Boot Up, you found this, affinity towards biochar, and then you're like, all right, so I'm gonna go do that. And that's what you're doing. That is it's just like, I mean, of course you are. That's like that is incredible. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. All right, next up we've got Adina. What's up, Adina?
I'm good. I'm Adina Mangabat. I've been the accelerator director for AirMiners for the last 3 years. What I want to celebrate that I accomplished in the last 6 months was obviously like assisting Tito and like all of the setup for Buyers Club. And now he's like running it. Like people are asking me like, what's going on with Buyers Club? And I'm like, I don't know, because Tito's running it. Like I've like handed that baby off and it is running, which is awesome. And we're in the middle of like our latest batch of Launchpad with 20 teams across the world, and empowering the heck out of them to raise money and close funds. And we've been working with a lot of our alumni teams to get some really, really big deals over the line that you're going to see some announcements about in the not too distant future. In the next 6 months, I intend to start my own thing, y'all. So the area that I know. And the area that I'm really interested in is large scale power generation, because all my DAC friends, all my BECS friends, all my ocean alkalinity enhancement friends, you need a bunch of renewable, clean power, and we do not have enough of it. So I'm going to go and figure out how the heck to make that happen. The thing that is most interesting to me that I'm running to ground right now is this wild iron combustion idea. You can combust iron, it's carbon free, and you can take old coal-fired power plants and like turn off the coal and put on this, and theoretically it'll generate a bunch of power. So I'm interested in that, and the AirMiners community can contribute to that by having conversations with me. If you know folks that are in the coal-fired power plant industry, or that are like EPCs, like the engineering, construction, procurement folks, like I'm just trying to like understand like how real, how feasible is this, to see if that's the one I'm going to take to market.
Amazing. And what's the best way for people to get in touch with you about it?
Oh, you can just use my AirMiners email, adina@airminers.com.
Awesome. I love the vision for like, hey, everybody's gonna need a lot of power, and we're gonna go make some power.
Yeah, we're gonna go figure out how to do that.
'Cause it's not happening right now.
No, and you know, we love wind and solar, except for when it doesn't produce it. So we need some baseload stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Adina.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got Isabel. Hey, Isabel.
Hey there. Hi, everyone. My name's Isabel Spiegel. I'm based in Washington, D.C., and I sit on the Offtake and Investment Solutions team at Puro Earth, which is the leading standard and registry for engineered carbon removal. So an accomplishment that I'd like to celebrate from the past 6 months is authoring and releasing a report called Biochar's Market Momentum. So this report really looks at the progress of biochar CDR credits in the market, starting with just the impressive kind of growth in issuances that Puro has seen from issuing our first biochar corks in 2019 to, as of today, I checked it earlier, issuing over 470,000 biochar corks. But beyond that, it also helps kind of identify a lot of the positive trends we're seeing in liquidity and buyer acceptance for these types of credits. So really highlighting the diversified buyer base that's interested in biochar, that we hope to also see kind of other methodologies follow the path in as they come to market and mature further. So looking to the next 6 months and maybe switching gears from biochar, Puro's really dove into the world of marine CDR, so apologies for the pun, but that's been a big focus for us the past year, releasing 3 new methodologies in the space. Being on a more demand-focused team at Puro, I would love to better understand how kind of buyers and investors are looking at types of marine CDR projects, what their reservations are, and how we at Puro can help kind of build education on that front to support kind of that sector scaling. So for the AirMiners community, definitely happy to connect with buyers considering MCDR, as well as other suppliers and stakeholders who have learnings to share on this. So thanks everyone, and happy Carbon Removal Day.
Awesome. Happy Carbon Removal Day. Thank you, Isabel. I mean, really, like there is so much going on in carbon removal, and you are leading the charge on bringing it all together and saying, look, here's all this stuff in one place. I think of Catherine and producing 100 tons of biochar up in over in the UK, and connecting that with your report at some point. Awesome. Next up, we've got let's see. We've got Grant lined up. Grant, you had requested screen sharing, so I enabled that in case that's something that you want. Take it away.
All right, it totally is. So Grant Canary, CEO and founder of Mass Reforestation. We also have Silvaseed and Cal Forest, which are 2 subsidiaries that are wholly owned. They grow the majority of California's trees and manage the majority of seed for the Northwest for timber companies, tribal nations, public entities, etc. Over the last 6 months, we're one of those methodologies that was just mentioned. We're under Puro, and we completed construction of our first project, MT1, which you're seeing on the screen. This is 10 million pounds of fire-killed trees. that are loaded into our vault. And you can kind of see some of the sizing and what some of the construction look like here. We submitted our documents for final audit and credit issuance, the first batch yesterday. We've got to wait another month or two for some of the additional pieces. We've also signed 6 landowners to exclusivity totaling 160,000 tons of removals from fire-killed trees. So pretty excited about that. The know why on this, beyond just great, we're moving carbon from the atmospheric cycle, is that this is a funding source for reforestation that otherwise doesn't exist when natural regeneration is decreased significantly due to size and severity of wildfires. So in the next 6 months, what we're focused on is offtake, and then also setting up project finance for 20,000 plus tons, which will be what we do in 2026, looking at the DSAFE with elemental impact for that, some mid-tier project finance entities and some large ones. And I think as far as asks on how people can assist us, off-taker intros, amplifying on LinkedIn, those are 2 easy ones. We've also set up a relationship with Idaho National Labs, but looking for other third-party researchers to participate with us. And then best way to get in touch is with email, grant@massreforest.com. So yeah, and I'm happy to put this link so people can peruse this a little bit more and kind of see what this looks like.
Whoa, congratulations, Grant. Incredible progress. I love the vision of like we're going to be doing this project and it's going to help with reforestation, and there's all sorts of ways that people can dive in. Thank you for everything you do. And with
Our
that,
pleasure.
yeah. With that, we've got Zach is up. Hey, Zach.
Hey, everybody.
You went back on. There you are.
There we go. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you all again. Thanks for the positive energy and everything that y'all are doing. I was going to share my screen, but I'm having trouble finding my hero video. I'm Zach Price with Goal 300, and in the last 6 months, I want to celebrate that we now have the largest active durable carbon removal project in Washington State using enhanced rock weathering. And we've done this on grant funding, a little bit of private investment. It's underlaid with 46 sensors from 0x and Everest Carbon. It's the very first of its kind doing a till versus no till on regenerative agriculture, ERW. And I think that we're going to see some great results from that. We have also signed LOIs with agreements to expand our footprint by over 100 times, including in the Skagit Valley of Washington, which is right close to the olivine mine that we have. So I think we got great potential for growth. Right now, we're doing a fundraising round, and I would appreciate if you know of any angel investors who are willing to step in. The other thing is to keep the lights on. I'm also doing some consulting for regulatory compliance, which is what I did for a long time, and garnering social license, which is what I'm really good at, getting communities on board. So those 2 things, reach out to me. I'd love to help you out. And yeah, let's go. I hope you'll see some announcements. You'll see an announcement with Rainbow pretty soon. They're our verifier. So hoping to raise some money and expand ERW across the Pacific Northwest.
Freaking awesome. 100x growth. I love to hear that. It sounds like, and you're partnering with, so it sounds like this is a 3 Launchpad graduate partnership. You've got Rainbow, and you've got Everest Carbon, and you are all working together. I love to hear, love to hear that.
Yeah, and we have 0x sensors on there.
Amazing.
And we have support doing different experiments from 5 different universities around the world. I think we've had people from 7 countries come out. And yeah, so let's, we can do this. Let's go.
You totally can. Thank you. And it sounds like Grant saw some news related to you in the local and national papers in Washington.
Oh, wow. That's great. Let's go. Thanks. I would, yeah, thank you, Grant.
Did you see that?
We're willing to, and we want to work with everybody. So the more we share here, the better. So I'm willing to share any data, techniques, how to get permits for stuff. Let me know. I want to help the community. Thanks.
That's cool. It sounds like Grant saw it, but you haven't seen it yet. Grant, what is it? If you can jump in, was it Yeah.
I saw it on the social media. So I'll have to go back and track down what the source was. I live in Washington, so
That's cool. Awesome. Great work. All right, next up we've got Sergey. Hey, Sergey.
Hey guys, greetings from Vienna, and I thought to check in because I don't think we celebrate enough. Is now, especially in this environment. So I'm Sergey Ivlev, and I'm the founder of Linder, which is the mangrove restoration company. And in the last 6 months, which I want to celebrate, we finally registered a project with Vera, with all the three standards, VCS, CCB, and SDVista. And we finished the monitoring this week. So hopefully we'll issue the first 1,000 tons soon from the mangrove restoration community based. Learned a lot, but in the next 6 months, I would like to personally explore the biochar production in Pakistan, in Punjab, and maybe also in Uganda. But like working with smallholder farmers, procuring agri residues, and have a high-tech pyrolysis machine from China. So the ask is like, if you know somebody, if you are maybe yourself would be willing to be a co-founder or support on the technical side, if you have an experience with pyrolysis machines, please reach out on LinkedIn. I will post the link. And happy Carbon Removal Day to everyone.
Happy Carbon Removal Day. It sounds like you're, working in Pakistan and in Punjab. The only thing I can tell you is the Golden Temple is super cool, and the food in Punjab is freaking amazing. So great. Looking forward to updates from you as you continue to grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right. Next up, we've got Toby. What's up, Toby?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself there. I'm sorry.
Hey, there you are. You're good.
Yes, hi everyone. Hi, my name is Toby. My company Cladgreen is converting agricultural wastes into biochar in southern Nigeria. And we take it a step further by making a product called CO2 Savior, which is a regenerative biofertilizer that helps farmers restore their soil health and locks away carbon for centuries. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. So what I am celebrating as an accomplishment in the last 6 months was the ability to manufacture over 100 tons of biochar and also piloting this biofertilizer with local farmers and securing LOIs for major biochar exports. And yesterday we received the very first order of a biochar export mandate to a client in Turkey. So I'm very much excited about this and hope this is our inroad into the Middle East. In the next 6 months, I intend to get certified, and we are hoping and planning on using Pure Earth, hoping we can connect a little bit more with some of the Pure Earth team and scale our production towards our goal of about 30,000 tons of carbon removal annually. The AirMiners community can help us in that regard by helping us share the expertise on certification pathways and making introduction to carbon credit buyers, and also connecting us with potential investors who believe in scaling durable carbon removal. So happy Carbon Removal Day, everyone.
Awesome. Happy Carbon Removal Day. Folks, something funny happened a couple of days ago. I'm on our Slack. We were talking about going to COP, and Toby said, hey, I'd love to, like, if there was a way for me to go to COP. And so one of the things we're doing is we're raising money to send Toby to COP. I mean, gosh, if there's other people that on their magic wand list want to go to COP, you can hop on that thread. Yeah, if you want to donate to Toby going to COP and other entrepreneurs going to COP, Toby's in our Launchpad program. You can just say something in this chat, or you can email me, or you can post on Slack. And just totally inspiring. I love the going for, like, you know what, I want to go to COP. So would love to have you there, Toby, and many other people. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Toby.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Next up, we got Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hey, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. My name's Paul, formerly Nori, currently independent. My Substack is Inevitable and Obvious, so that's maybe my best affiliation. Last 6 months, I've been on a really, really interesting learning journey, starting with some articles that I wrote around our scaling challenges in carbon removal and what we might want to do to think about like how we can get this to meet the scope of the challenge. I've been really interested in all year long. What can we do to buy more time for all of these various efforts to get higher up to scale? So get to millions of tons, get to gigatons, and then start like really impacting the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere. So I've had a really interesting period of time kind of doing a deep diving into the cooling field. So solar radiation management and other climate interventions. I've been writing about that on my Substack. And in the next 6 months, I'm actually intending to launch a new organization. It's going to be a nonprofit, and it's going to be focused on advocacy, education, storytelling around what do we need to do to prepare for doing some large scale interventions so that we can buy more time for carbon removal efforts and decarbonization and all of that. The AirMiners community can contribute to that by following along on my Substack, inevitableandobvious.com. And if you're going to be at Carbon Unbound Europe, like Tito mentioned, we're both going to be there and going to be chatting with CDR people about cooling. So if you're going to be there, let one of us know, please, because we're trying to put something together. Cool.
Awesome.
Happy Carbon Removal Day.
Yes. Thank you, Paul. And great to, again, I think of what Adina's working with on growing energy. I think of what you're working on in cooling, like how do we make this whole system work? So thank you for everything you're doing there. Okay, next up, we've got Mateus. What's up, Mateus?
Hey, what's up? Hey, everyone. Glad to be here. Mateus from Remove. For those who don't know, Remove is a nonprofit. We run a CDR accelerator program in Europe, India, and Africa. We've worked with over 150 CDR startups to date. This past year, we'd like to celebrate our expansion to the global south. So first to India, and then to Sub-Saharan Africa, which we ran an accelerator program this past month. And going forward for us, recently we just received a grant from Milky Wire from the Climate Transformation Fund to expand to another geo, undisclosed for now, but for the coming year. So we're very excited for that.
Cool. Fantastic. Congratulations on expanding.
Happy Carbon Removal Day, everyone.
Happy Carbon Removal Day all around the world and more. So I love to hear how you're growing and succeeding. Awesome. Thank you, Mateus. Next up, we've got Naeem Merchant is here. Let me quickly co-host. There you go.
All right. Hi, everybody. So glad to be here and happy Carbon Removal Day. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to actually share my screen because I'm calling in from my iPad here, but let's see. Yeah, don't think so. Okay, well, that's okay. I'll tell you about it instead. One thing that I'm really excited about that the team at Carbon Removal Canada launched, and we're an independent nonprofit that we focus on scaling carbon removal through changes in policy that can make Canada a global leader in the space. And the team has done a really brilliant job of launching something called the Carbon Console. And I'll put the link in. Oh, Katie, if you could share your screen. I know Katie O'Neill on our team is on the call. If you could share your screen, that would be awesome. Just to show folks the Carbon Console, and this is a great dashboard that we developed and launched a few weeks ago that shows all the Canadian companies and projects that are, here we go, that are operating in Canada, and shows that there's about 100,000 tons of current carbon removal capacity, but across actors in the country, the 50 actors that are developing projects actively in the country, there's about 12 million tons of carbon removal planned in development, with an aim towards 35 million tons by 2035. And gives you a chance to kind of like click through, like Katie, if you want to click through like British Columbia or something like that, you can learn more about the individual province, the number of companies that are working there, the policies that are in place. You can also see kind of what the electricity mix is like, and then you can zoom into a specific company as well and learn more about what they're doing, what the project's doing, and just think it's going to be a really valuable resource to make just information on carbon removal in Canada a lot more transparent. And so if you're doing anything in Canada, please make sure that you're on the Carbon Console. And one thing that we at Carbon Removal Canada are really excited about in the next 6 months is actually our own Carbon Removal Day. We'll be sending out more information on that, but that's going to be in the first week of March, so 6 months from now, which will be a full day event in Ottawa, bringing together carbon removal developers, government, industry, other nonprofits, academia, investors. So it's just going to be a big gathering in person, roughly about 200 or so people, open to the whole world. It's not just a Canadian thing, so please do come. You'll see more information on that in the next little while. Thanks so much, everybody, and happy Carbon Removal Day.
Happy Carbon Removal Day. Naeem, love to see the growth in Canada is just incredible. What leadership globally, and then being able to visualize it is just like, wow, like it's real, it's happening. So really, really great. And props to your team for being on it with getting all the slides going. Okay, next up we've got Shardul.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for having me. Happy Carbon Removal Day, everyone. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So I am representing Institute for Climate Innovation. We are a ecosystem building independent nonprofit in India. Theory of change is essentially focusing on global south, but accelerating policy and industry and academic research on science and technology, especially in the carbon removal side of things and decarbonization side of things. So we are focused on geothermal energy, nuclear energy, carbon removal tech, and hard to abate sectors like steel, cement, aviation, and shipping. These are our like 7 key areas of focus. We have just started out a year ago in India and currently forming partnerships, bilateral, multilateral for technology transfer. We're thinking specifically in carbon removal of setting up like a Stripe frontier style fund for carbon removal technologies in India and get more partners and ecosystem stakeholders together so that we can catalytically kind of push it ahead. And previously have been involved in the effective altruism space. Before that, I helped build Good Food Institute India. And it's been an exciting journey to explore more about and meet a lot of you who I kind of follow on LinkedIn. And I'll put my LinkedIn in the chat. And I'm very happy to connect with anything India and Global South in the carbon removal space with all of you. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, Shardul. I love the vision for a frontier in India. I love it. Thank you. Bill, you're up next.
Is that me?
That's you.
All right. I'm rather disparate from all of the reporting here. I run a LLC here in Seattle called Bill Aston Media Productions, and I'm a video storyteller. And what is compelling about what I've heard so far is an emphasis upon biochar. And I love this subject in that, one, there's a low-tech aspect to it that might be available for a third world village. And on the higher end of biochar, there's this nano carbon technology that might be available for composites, as a for instance. So I'm fascinated by the discussion. My reason for being here is I love to hear all these whats. In other words, this is my statement of purpose. This is my vision. This is my goal. Fine. So why is it important to me? So that's where I come in. I help you with the why and identifying an audience and getting results in terms of your vision and message and purpose. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Bill. I love when people are like, look, this caught my ear and I want to be here. I want to participate. Thank you. All right, next up we've got let's see, is that Joe? I think it says your name is iPhone, but I think that's Joe James.
Yes, thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Joe James. I'm the president of a company called Agritech Producers, LLC. We have a presence in a couple of states here in the US and one in Toronto, Canada. And I've just sent some seeds of the biocrops that we use to cost effectively capture CO2 to Nigeria. We're starting to look at doing some projects in Africa. I put my contact information in the chat. In addition to making biochar to long-term sequester our captured carbon, we have a patent pending process to make materials like carbon black, which are key ingredients in making plastics, composites, and unfortunately 30% of a tire is made from carbon black. It's made from raw oil. It's got arsenic, lead, mercury, et cetera, in it. We make a bio-based alternative to that, and we're always looking for collaboration. So if we can help or join with someone, feel free to contact me. Happy day.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. Keep up the great work. Next up, we've got, let's see, I see Grant Faber is up next.
Yeah.
Grant Faber.
Hey all. Good to see everybody. Happy Carbon Removal Day. Yeah, I guess the one thing I just want to note today, I mean, as we probably all know, and is unfortunately probably on the top of a lot of people's minds, the world is kind of in chaos, both here in the United States, but also internationally in a variety of ways. And so what I kind of want to celebrate today is just the maintenance of hope in carbon removal and in trying to heal the planet and heal the climate. And yeah, even with all the turmoil and chaos going on over the past 6 months, past couple of years, carbon removal provides a very nice outlet, I think, for us to focus on something that we can actually do to try to make the world better. So yeah, just want to celebrate all of us and just the space in general for giving us all something to work on and be hopeful about. So thanks.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, being with everybody today has just been really, really, really cool. Just hearing about all the accomplishments around the world and the vision around the world is it's really something. Thank you, Grant. Next up, we've got Francis. Francis, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Everyone.
Hey.
So, happy carbon removal day, everyone. All right. So my name is Francis Adelaja. Right. I am speaking from Nigeria, where I am the co-founder of a startup called Sostave Africa. So at Sostave Africa, what do we do? All right, we are planting super crop trees. All right, we are planting super crop trees. Basically, we're focusing on the Moringa oleifera because of its high carbon sequestration properties. And so far, we have planted over 50,000 Moringa oleifera trees spread around Nigeria. All right, and we are building a platform, a screen to green platform, so to say, where global participation in planting Moringa oleifera can be made possible. And now we are not just planting Moringa oleifera, all right? We are incentivizing it so that people from all over the world can not just plant Moringa oleifera, but then can get incentives for participating in a project that, removes carbon from the atmosphere. So we are looking for people to partner with us, all right, to scale the impact, all right. We have the platform going on. Right now, we are 70% into building the platform. Our platform is almost ready, all right, and we need improved seeds. We need a carbon village around here. And also, here in Nigeria, one of the constraints that we are having is because we do not really have a structure to carbon removal around here. All right, there is no metric to measuring how carbon is removed from the atmosphere around here. Not so many instruments are put in place already. So we are seeking for external support. We are seeking for external support. We are seeking for partnership to help us scale impact. All right, in planting Moringa oleifera. Moringa oleifera, so to say, let me just say this a little more. Moringa oleifera is a crop that is recommended by the FAO, all right, to be able to, one, fight climate change, all right, fight malnutrition, end malnutrition, all right, and it's a globally viable crop. So we are looking for partnership and to help us scale impact. So thank you very much. Yeah.
Awesome, Francis. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
All right, then I'll put my email there in the chat section. All right,
Great.
francis@elijah.com. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got Angus is here.
Thanks, Tito. My name's Angus, and I am doing the technical work at a company called Nonlinear CDR. Nonlinear CDR is creating and sustaining a synthetic green tide in tanks that are nutritionally optimized for that style of growth on coastal land, as a lot of seawater is required. The tanks are made from a bioplastic that's derived from the seaweed and manufactured on location. The expectation is that each tank can produce up to 4 new tanks each year, so it's self-scaling. And because the bioplastic is industrially compostable, the tanks don't leave a permanent footprint at end of life. the output from the seaweed and the leftover material from the plastic production and fabrication process will be charred using hydrochar as a methodology. I'm looking for an executive director or CEO to assist in the process of, or to lead the execution of this.
Awesome. Team Hydrochar, let's go. Thanks, Angus.
Sure.
Next up, we've got Valentine.
Thanks, Tito. I thought I'd chip in the end. And morning, afternoon, evening to everyone here. Such a pleasure to see everyone having such an incredible impact. A little bit about me. I'm Valentine. Over the past 6 months, finally managed to get my foot in the door in climate. I'm now working at a company that at least has some climate element to it with marine decarbonization of really large vessels. And I'm playing in the software piece there. Past 6 months have been a very interesting journey. Went through the boot camp or boot up with AirMiners, went through an incubator with Carbon 13, met some incredible people through there as well. And for the past 2-3 weeks, I have been head down trying to come up with this idea about how do we get every single person in the world involved in carbon removal? Because whilst having corporates involved is stellar, I really believe that everyone deserves to feel and be a climate champion. And I'm thinking, how can we build a market where the decisions we make on an everyday basis is to no additional cost to us, yet financially funds the removal and the durable storage processes. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have a sounding board or just people to talk to about this, because that's where my head has been for the past 2 weeks, just journaling every single day. And I'd love to connect with anyone that sees potential in just getting people, community involved in change. But yeah, happy Carbon Removal Day, everyone. And I hope today and the year forward is as fruitful as we want it to be.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I love the ambition. I love where you're going with it. Folks, if there's something that you've been thinking about nonstop for 2 weeks, just keep going with it. And make sure to put your contact information in the chat so people can get in touch with you. All right, we have one more, and then we're going to have Baba come in. We've got Chris Sherwood is up next.
Hi, everyone. Chris Sherwood from the Negative Emissions Platform, the Brussels-based industry association for carbon removals industry. And what's been keeping me busy for 2 weeks and very excited is COP30, because we have been leading an effort by the global CDR community, by which I mean universities, think tanks, NGOs, and the industry itself, to put together a pavilion themed exclusively on CDR at COP for the first time. And that's something we'll be doing in November in Belém. So that's super exciting. And we're looking for sponsorship, looking for donations, and we're also looking for volunteers to help out and for content for any of you who want to be putting stuff, at our virtual pavilion or our physical pavilion as well.
Awesome. I love it. Chris, I'm just putting in the chat your LinkedIn post so people can volunteer, people can connect, people can help out remotely, in person. Amazing. I mean, this is the first time, y'all, after 29 years of the UN Conference of Parties, this is the first time that carbon removal is going to be represented by this community, and it's really exciting.
Can
awesome.
I add one more comment, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
This is Joe James again.
Just a couple seconds, if you don't mind, Joe, because we do have Bob.
Yeah, it'll be very brief. What's missing is a neutral study that would tell us what are the top 10 plants and trees that capture the most CO2 per acre per time period. Everybody's got their pet tree or pet crop, and what's missing is a neutral resource that we could all go to find out what might be best in our current situation. And then for the gentleman who made the comment about finding additional ways of contributing to mitigation, innovative ways of assembling those crops as we are working on, to create, in our case, something called pop-up shade that can be put in urban inner city communities and create places where people can be protected from the urban heat island effect of climate change. So that's just another idea. But having this information, what are the top 10 plants and trees that maximize CO2 capture? We need that. And I'm
All
in a
right,
place where I
let's
can't,
make it
I
happen.
won't be able to, last item, I'm in a place where I can't, as you can tell from what's behind me, maybe, where I can't really get to my information. Is there some way to share the various messages that we've sent to each other with all of us? If there is,
Let's
please,
see.
please.
Yeah, I can. I will figure out how to share the chat out to everybody that's
I'll manage
participating
it,
in
Tito.
the,
If
in
you
the
could,
recording. Okay,
several people
great.
have already responded to me, so please do that so I can follow up and others can as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will do. Awesome. Thank you. Folks, this is incredible. I acknowledge everybody that came up to speak today. I mean, you heard these goals. This is how we grow carbon removal to 1 billion tons of carbon removal. So thank you to everybody that shared today. And as a special treat, I'm thrilled to reintroduce to AirMiners, Baba Brinkman. Without further ado, take it away, Baba.
Thanks so much, Tito. Just making sure this is getting recorded because it is a one-shot deal. For those of you who have not heard of me before, I'm a rap artist. I'm based in New York, originally from Vancouver, Canada. And about 5 years ago, I met Tito for the first time when the day before the 2020 AirMiners conference, he said, you can come rap at the end of the conference if you want. This was during lockdown, during COVID. And it was the first time I had ever done a rap on Zoom. So I learned about the CDR industry in real time over the course of about 3 hours and wrote a rap summary of everything I heard. And that video is still online. So Tito asked me to come and join this group and do something similar. And before I get into the new piece that I've wrote, I'd just like to share the carbon dioxide removal collection of rap videos that I've been working on over the past few years. We had the pleasure of working with Nori on 2 videos, and one of them is a rap battle between permanence and scale in the CDR industry. And I work with, so my organization, Event Rap, has 10 hip hop artists on call, and we take all kinds of interesting custom songwriting challenges. We've performed at COP doing like wrap up recaps of the panels, and the CDR collection, which now has 3 videos in it. This one is a rap battle between the embodiment of permanence battling against. So that's Dex McBean from Brooklyn, who's on my team, and he put together this whole rap battle video, like epic rap battles of history style, with permanence battling against scale. And there's another one that we produced with Nathanology, another hip hop artist, about ocean carbon, and I did one called Targeted Pressure that is kind of like an index of all the different all the different technologies and solutions that are coming through in the CDR space. So I just wanted to put it out there to the group. We're looking for more projects to add to this. If anybody has an interesting new story to tell in the public domain, I think a rap video is a great way to do it. And I'd love to talk to you about what the process is like to distill some of the science and innovations of your own organizations into a format that can be shared publicly and engage young people and the general public in this important issue. All right, so yeah, let's talk after if you're interested in learning more. This is all the carbon removal collection. I will just pop it into the chat right now, and then I'm gonna kick a little live rap for everybody. Here's the rap videos we've made so far, and this one is going to be recorded. When I finish it in 5 minutes, it's going to get added to the collection. And just so you know what's going on here, I listened for the last 45 minutes, starting with a blank sheet of paper or a blank document, and I wrote extremely fast adrenaline charged notes as about 24 people shared their successes and accomplishments and goals for next year. And I wrote an entire rap anthem in the past hour that I will now perform, that is going to name drop everyone who spoke or was mentioned during this session. This is a pretty crazy kamikaze application of hip hop skills, but I found that rappers are good at writing under pressure because of the underground requirements of hip hop culture in the industry. So this actually works, and we have a great time doing it, and we'd love to do it at any events you're organizing as well. So let me cue up my track. I hope you guys enjoy this. I will never perform this rap again as long as I live. because it's only for this audience from now until eternity. But that's why it's a blast, and that's why it's special. All right, let's drop the beat. Yeah, feel free to nod along with it. What rhymes with carbon removal day? Yo, carbon removal day, it's time to rejuvenate. Heat trapping pollution that fossil fuels make. Got the air miners in the house, moving weight, jubilate, hey. Happy carbon removal day. Carbon removal day, make moves, innovate. Every ton of carbon that the atmosphere you can take. Air miners in the house, moving weight. Humans are super great, so happy carbon removal day. Moving weight, baby, yeah, ton by ton. We've done it before, take it from Jack Sullivan. Let's get engineering right so it functions. We have to scale it faster than the semiconductors, cause a bad attitude on climate is lousy. Get the mood shift from Tito Jankowski, and yo, the market just doesn't buy enough. That's why Tito started the AirMiners Buyers Club. Only so much carbon that the air can carry. Get the carbonated propane from Hamad Haderi. Mass reforestation is ready to bury hella carbon with Mast and Grand Canary. With the fire-killed trees, the biochar's coming. Air miners, yo, yeah, they're starting something. Plus Hamed's got that propane pumping. CDR's getting that ARPA funding, and that's just crazy. Yo, it happens daily. Biochar gets captured by Catherine Daly. Carbon capture, baby, she's got 100 tons. Everyone in the UK help her bury some in the local habitat. We'd love to have her back, building capacity with Adina Mankubat on the Air Miners team. Carbon removal day, and yeah, Adina's got big announcements on the way, so Air Miners, yo, big up yourself. Get the methodologies from Isabel Spiegel. Carbon removal gets the dollars and the euros, diving into ocean carbon with Puro. That's how we do it. Every capture device, including rock weathering with Zachary Price. If we scale it up right, then we'll all be fine. Yo, Zach's got a project at an olivine mine, so happy carbon removal day. Time to rejuvenate. Heat trapping pollution that fossil fuels make. Got the air miners in the house, moving weight, jubilate, hey. Happy carbon removal day. Carbon removal day, make moves, innovate. Every ton of carbon that the atmosphere you can take. Air miners in the house, moving weight, yeah, humans are super great. Happy carbon removal day, moving weight, baby, both wide and deep. Planting mangroves with Sergey Ivleave. Hook up the carbon tons to my IV as it gets soaked up in every live leaf, like holy moly. All the homies know me in the Air Miners crew. Take it from Toby Obi, from Nigeria to the Gobi. He's got the flavor. Toby's my personal CO2 savior. Work with the angles as much as we can handle. Every gamble makes it happen. Ask Paul Gamble. Shout out to Nori for that hip hop business. CDR, it's inevitable and obvious, and this is how we show and prove. On the move, there's a lot of carbon up in the air to remove from India to Africa. Working with my man Mateus Miaglia. Make it happen with the help of a neighbor. It's good together, get together, right? Take it from Grant Faber. When the challenges are major, give up we can't. Look to Canada with Naeem Merchant. And the carbon console removal is real. Naeem got it working thanks to Katie O'Neill. She stepped in to help him with the wicked hurdles, like April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtles. I'm just kicking those flames, yeah, I'm taking those names. It is agri-tech style. I'm chilling with Joe James, telling stories all day with the chill rapping like my man with the videos. That's Bill Aston. That's the way we make it happen, y'all. So let the green tide flow in with Aston Shaw. Yes, y'all. I'm a non-linear hip-hopper planting super crops with France and Adilasha. It is all about community and building scenes. Marine decarbonization with Valentine. From 25 to 26, let's make the year good. Check the COP Pavilion with Chris Sherwood, like the Sherwood Forest, the Sheriff of Nottingham. I'm just here to put it in a hip-hop jam. The current climate situation will not stand, so shout out to all of y'all for your carbon plans, like carbon removal day. It's time to rejuvenate. Heat trapping pollution that fossil fuels make. Got the air miners in the house moving weight, so jubilate. Hey, happy carbon removal day, carbon removal day. Make moves, innovate with with every ton of carbon that from the atmosphere you can take. Air miners in the house moving weight. Yeah, the humans are super great. So happy Carbon Removal Day one more time. Yo, Carbon Removal Day. It's time to rejuvenate. Heat trapping pollution that fossil fuels make. Got the air miners in the house moving weight. Hey, jubilate. So happy Carbon Removal Day. Carbon Removal Day. Make moves, innovate. Take every ton of carbon from the atmosphere that you can take. Air miners in the house moving weight. Yo, the humans are great. So hey, happy Carbon Removal Day. Say it loud to each other. Happy Carbon Removal Day. Hey!
Happy Carbon
Happy
Removal
Carbon
Day.
Removal
Carbon Removal
Day.
Day.
Woo!
Woo!
Amazing. Thank you, Baba.
job,
Happy
Baba.
Carbon
great.
Removal Day, everybody.
Wow.
Baba
Nice
boom,
work.
baba boom, baba boom.
Yeah.
Thank you
Good
guys so
job.
much.
Good job, Baba.
Pleasure to be
That
here.
was nice. Really awesome.
We'll make a video. We'll make a video of that and share it. Everybody gets their
Oh.
shout out.
Sick. Nice.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Thank you for what we all created here together today, including Chris as the sheriff of CDR. Awesome, you guys. Have a great one. See you next Carbon Rule Day. See you at COP. See you in the UK. See you online. See you removing carbon all around the world.
See you, everyone. Have a great one.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's
Bye.
nice.
Take care.